Every year, Mexican cartels flood America with fentanyl, meth, and cocaine, making tens of billions in dirty cash. But here's the crazy part. They don't smuggle most of that money back across the border in suitcases anymore. They clean it right here in the US, turning blood money into legit-looking dollars, crypto, and goods. We're talking black market peso exchanges, Chinese underground networks, crypto flips, and even your local businesses getting used. Today, we expose exactly how they do it in 2026. If this shocks you, smash that like button now and subscribe. We're dropping the full series on America's $2 trillion crime empire. Let's dive in. First, understand the problem. Cartels like Sinaloa and CJNG rake in massive profits from U.S. sales. Estimates say up to $100 billion a year just in cash that needs cleaning. Why? Because raw cash is useless if seized. They need to move it back to Mexico as clean money for weapons, bribes, luxury, or more drugs. Old-school bulk cash smuggling still happens, but it's risky. Borders are watched. So they've evolved. Enter the pros. Sophisticated networks that launder billions without ever crossing a border with suitcases. The OG method, still huge in 2025-2026, Black Market Peso Exchange. Here's how it works step by step. Cartel sells drugs in U.S. cities, gets piles of cash. A peso broker, often in Mexico or U.S., offers to buy that cash at a discount. Broker's U.S. team collects the cash, sometimes from couriers in multiple cities. They deposit it into U.S. businesses, like clothing exporters in L.A. or Texas importers, mixing with real sales or faking invoices. Those businesses buy legit goods, electronics, clothes, and export to Mexico or Colombia. In Mexico, goods sell for pesos, which go straight to the cartel. Boom! Dirty U.S. dollars become clean pesos. No cash ever crosses the border. Recent cases, Sinaloa-linked networks in L.A. used this to launder millions through downtown businesses. Treasury busted similar schemes in 2025, involving billions funneled this way. Mind-blowing, right? Comment below if you've heard of BMPE before. But the game changer in recent years, Chinese Money Laundering Networks. These groups have taken over as the go-to launderers for Mexican cartels, especially Sinaloa and CJNG. Why? They handle huge cash volumes fast, low fees, and help rich Chinese dodge China's 50K currency limits. How it works? Cartel drops bulk cash to Chinese brokers in places like LA's San Gabriel Valley. Brokers recruit money mules, often Chinese nationals, to open U.S. bank accounts and deposit cash in small chunks, structuring to avoid reports. Money moves to China via underground banks or mirror trades. You send dollars here, they send equivalent yuan there. Cartels get pesos or crypto in Mexico. Bonus, these networks also buy precursor chemicals for fentanyl from China. Full circle. DEA and Treasury reports from 2025 show billions laundered this way. In one massive 2024-2025 bust, Operation Fortune Runner, they hit a $50 million scheme linking Sinaloa to Chinese syndicates in California. These CMLNs are everywhere now. Faster, cheaper, harder to trace. And then there's crypto. Cartels are shifting hard to digital in 2026. Why? Instant, borderless, pseudonymous. Methods? Convert bulk cash to Bitcoin or USDT via mules or exchanges. Layer through hundreds of wallets to obscure trails. Cash out in Mexico or reinvest. DEA seized more crypto than physical cash in recent years. Cases? Las Vegas guy laundered $4 million for cartels via Bitcoin. Sinaloa factions use Tether, USDT, for quick flips. Even timeshare fraud and concert tickets get mixed in now. Cops struggle because blockchain is public, but mixers and privacy coins make it tough. These methods work because they exploit legit systems: banks, trade, crypto, gig workers. Demand for drugs keeps it going. Result? Billions fuel more violence, more fentanyl deaths, hundreds of thousands yearly. US loses tax revenue, communities suffer. Law enforcement fights back with sanctions, seizures, but cartels adapt fast. That's how cartels launder billions right under our noses. Shocking? Drop your thoughts. Is crypto the biggest threat now? Like if you learned something, share to spread awareness, and subscribe for the next one. Human trafficking, America's $150 billion shame. We're building to 1 million views this year. Your support makes it happen. Stay informed, stay safe. See you in the next video.